is cool this morning. It almost looks like there's snow on the ground, but it's just a heavy, heavy, heavy frost. Now, tomorrow, there probably will be snow on the ground, and quite a bit of it. They're calling for some really nasty winter weather in our area. We're supposed to get it here tonight, starting about 10 p.m., all the reports I'm saying. I try to stay pretty in tune with the weather. I watch about 2 or 3 different weather outlets. I watch them in different areas. I watch the Springfield, the Wichita, the Kansas City, because we're right in the middle of all of them. So I like to see what everybody says about what's going on in our area to try to make the best predictions I can about what I need to do for work. So right now, I'm over here on a new track of timber. I know we bounce around a lot. This is a new track on this particular farm. Now, this farm we're cutting on, we've cut on it off and on a little bit this fall, but the people that own this farm, they probably own, I don't even want to take a guess how many thousands of acres they own here. Their farms are just scattered out in this area. This one here, you can see kind of behind me, we've got some walnut on this hillside to cut, pasture trees. Some of these are pretty good trees, some of them are just trees. Again, I like them all either way. So I'm going to cut. Dad is over here meeting the gentleman that owns this farm. It's him and his daughter that own it. They're going to go look at another part of the farm because we've not even seen that much of all their farms together. It's one big farm, just a lot of different pieces of land spread out here, there, and everywhere. They're going to look at another bunch of walnut this morning. While Dad's doing that, I'm going to make some headway, get these things on the ground. Everything's been kind of pushed up a day since this weather's moving in, and the older I get, the more I kind of listen to things around me. And I know that kind of sounds funny, but just like listening to these trees, when you're looking at them, trees can tell you things if you're willing to listen. Trust me. Just like this morning, I'm seeing a lot of geese, gaggles of geese. I'm seeing them flying south. So if they're headed south, that means there's probably some weather pushing them this direction. So that being said, our log sales have been pushed up to this afternoon, so I doubt we do anything tomorrow. Of course, I said that about today. We didn't do anything yesterday. All we did was look at timber because it was raining yesterday. It was a loblolly over here. Luckily, this morning the temperature is about 19 degrees, so the ground's fairly firm, which up here it's just a big rock anyway. So I'm going to gas up, get ready to go, and we're going to do some cutting videos today. Then the next couple days, I don't know what we'll have on videos. We'll try to put something together, but weather, this time of year, it's always about the weather. Well, these things are a little bigger than they look when you get up to them. They're just kind of short-bodied. But still, like I said, I love them every one, and we want to cut all we can, so we got this problem here, which these guys are staying far enough back right now. That's why I tried to park my truck over there to draw their attention, because we don't need them getting right up here. They think they're getting fed. Last thing we need to do is drop a tree on a cow. That would be a first. Yeah, had a little accident there, which I was going to cut that tree anyway just because it looked a little bad, and that thing went back into it. And you can see where it did. It's got a real bad spot there, so once I pull it out of there, we're going to go ahead and cut it off where it busted that limb off. That definitely wasn't my intentions to get it back in there, but those things happen. Didn't really hurt the value of that tree too much anyway. Like I said, I had a feeling it was bad, and my gut feeling was correct. We're going to get fueled back up because we're out of gas here after 2 of these, and we'll get back at it. Now with this tree here, you seen me kind of what I call a notch, about as big as notches you'll see us putting trees right there on this back side, because I wanted to miss that little tree right there, and which we did. But you'll also notice on the stump here, there's a little bit of wood right here that pulled, and that was left for a reason down there, because when everything was clipped, that little bit over there, when it went to fall, instead of going right out here, it helped pull it back this way, out here where it would miss that tree. Just a little trick of the trade my dad's taught me about bore cutting this walnut. You can see here an absolute flush stump for the most part. No fiber pull. Starting to go a little bad right there. Doesn't go anywhere. But a hole nonetheless. All in all, it's got a good 8 or 9 foot log in it before it starts getting rough into the lumber stuff. We'll get this top worked up and I guess work our way down through here. A lot of these are right on the verge of being big enough to cut. This is probably a 10 or 11 inch tree here, which it won't take long, a couple years, especially getting rid of this guy, opening up the canopy for it. You can see how the top's all that one side, not coming over here. That's because it was going over here where it could get sunlight, because this guy was hogging it all. So now that it's got a little less competition, this tree here ought to really put on some growth in the next few years. And next time, us preferably, or somebody else comes in here to cut this timber, it'll be a good tree. So you've seen it on a couple trees today where I've kind of come down and cut a flat face on the back. Just more or less, I'm just kind of tinkering around. You can see what this flat face is. It doesn't really amount to much of anything. That's not even at the thickest here. That won't even go maybe 3 inches at the thickest. So, but what I'm doing there is like on these trees, I'm specifically wanting to directionally fall. What I'm doing is I'm going in, I'm cutting that face out, and you can see I'm punching straight in there. And then I'll leave my ears on each side hold. And the direction I'm wanting it to fall, I try to leave a little more meat holding on that side of the ear. And then what I'll do is I'll clip one side and loosen it up. Then I'll cut just a little into that ear to kind of eliminate a lot of pull on the bark. And when it goes to fall, it'll break off a little easier. And then I just kind of come down and clip my back side. And that wood on this side will kind of help. It'll help bring that tree, pull it one way or the other, depending on which way I'm wanting it to fall. So there's days I get kind of bored, and I want to see how good of a cutter I am. Which, don't get me wrong, I'm a terrible cutter. There's a ton of guys out there much better than me. I know a lot of them. And there's a ton of guys that watch this channel that are a lot better than I am. But I still enjoy playing around. You can see this cut here. No fiber pull. There's no hinge. We use no hinge in this. This is totally flush the whole way down through here. That is a good looking stump. This has got about I don't know if we can squeeze a good 9-foot cut out of it. I think we might be able to. So let's just say it has a good 9-foot log in it. Well, the stump wood in these better trees, you know, it means a lot to show a good stump. You don't want to ruin it with fiber pull. And these walnut, being brittle like they are, they're more prone to splitting, just damaging the tree. And I know guys that cut them, you know, with a hinge, and to each their own. If that's the way you want to cut them, then man, you cut them however you want. You cut it down like a beaver. Don't bother me. But this is just how I was taught to cut them, and how we cut them. And that's where I feel comfortable cutting them, and where I feel at home cutting them. Now, of course, here in a second, I'll trim these spurs off. That way the stump's pretty flush and level with the ground. I mean, it's right down there. You could really run a brush hog over that. And we've actually been talking. I've been thinking about buying a stump grinder just to have an extra tool in the belt. You never know when you might need one, and there's times I've wished I've had them before, and I'd rather have it and not need it as need it and not have it. So this will probably be the last tree I cut today, guys. This will be the last tree of 2020 right here. That's leaving on a high note, I think. I don't remember what the first tree of 2020 looked like, and all things considered, 2020 wasn't that bad of a year for us as far as work-wise. Take that off. It was just another year, and that's how I looked at it. You know, we still had markets for logs. We still had a lot of timber to cut. We still do have a lot of timber to cut. We work really hard, so we always have a lot of timber to cut. And as long as we still have markets and people buying our wood, we're going to continue to cut it. Now, granted, 2020 wasn't a great year for doing social things. As a lot of you know, I'm not married and I don't have any kids, and I don't have a girlfriend at home, so I still kind of, what free time I do have, I like to socialize and I like to get out and hang out with friends and go do things. You know, I still kind of feel like a kid at heart. You know, I really do, even though I'm 36 as of 3 weeks ago, or 4 weeks ago tomorrow, actually. Yes, 4 weeks ago tomorrow. So, yeah, but I still think of myself as a kid, and I still enjoy doing kid things, whether it's fast cars or lifted up Toyota 4Runners. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you can see some of that stuff. But yeah, I mean, I love cutting timber, and I guess I'm kind of selfish in a way because it's timber and pretty much nothing else. So as far as work comes first. But I hope 2020 was good to you guys for the most part, and I hope 2021 treats you a lot better than 2020 did, as far as all the lockdowns and shutdowns and that crazy stuff. But yeah, so I guess we'll see you guys next year, which probably some of the video clips I made today will probably go into a video tomorrow, because it probably won't work. Guys, I know I say it all the time, you probably get tired of hearing it, but thank you so much for following our channel and showing interest in the work that my dad and I do. It really means the world that, you know, every day I see just more and more subscribers, and I get comments from new subscribers, and to me that's just absolutely crazy, because it's just work. It's just work is normal to me. Work is business as usual, I guess you'd say. But it really does. It does mean the world that you guys find it interesting, and we've been putting out a lot of videos the last few weeks, and honestly, you guys are the reason. I've been working extra hard on the videos. All the positive comments and positive feedback. When I know you guys are enjoying them, it makes me enjoy making them that much more. It really does. And I try my best to keep the content kind of interesting and not the same thing repetitive day in, day out, which I guess it is. It's just logging day in and day out. But it's a lot of work, but it's a labor of love. And like I said, as long as you guys enjoy watching it, I'll keep making them. So again, from Dad and I both, thank you guys so much. And Happy New Year. See you guys. Hey guys, if you like what you see, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel for all of our latest videos.